This is Neural Newscast for Monday, August 17th, 2026.
Here is what matters this morning.
High stakes at sea and shifts in global diplomacy lead our briefing.
We begin with the United States naval presence in the Middle East.
The United States U.S. Abraham Lincoln Strike Group has reached a record 240 days of continuous operation at sea, while enforcing the United States blockade on Iranian ports.
United States Central Command Chief Admiral Brad Cooper visited the vessel on Saturday, describing the mission as one of the most operationally intense deployments in the modern era.
The blockade was established in late February after Iran claimed control over the Strait of Hormuz, a transit point for 20% of global oil and gas trade.
While the carrier group maintains its position, a critical 60-day negotiating window between Washington and Tehran is set to expire without an extension.
Diplomatic efforts are also intensifying in Egypt. United States negotiator Jared Kushner held a rare meeting with Hamas leader Khalil al-Hayya to discuss terms for a Gaza ceasefire.
Kushner is joined by officials from Egypt, Qatar, and Turkey as they promote a roadmap that would require Hamas to disarm and Israel to withdraw its forces.
However, Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu has rejected the proposal, stating Israel will not withdraw from the 60% of the territory it currently controls.
Tensions also remain elevated on the Lebanese border. Israeli strikes on Saturday killed 2 Hezbollah commanders, including Ali Samir al-Hajj Hassan.
These strikes represent the deadliest activity since the June truce, though Lebanon and Israel continue to operate under a framework for military withdrawal.
In a separate development, Iran is urging Qatar to allow a field investigation into 3 missing Iranian pilots whose jets were downed in March.
While Qatar has denied holding the personnel, this marks the first time Tehran has explicitly accused a regional neighbor of detaining its military pilots during the war.
Turning to disaster recovery in Indonesia, following Saturday's powerful magnitude 7.7 earthquake on the island of Flores.
The official death toll has risen to 68, and at least 5,000 people have been displaced as aftershocks continue to rattle the region's damaged infrastructure.
Medical facilities were hit particularly hard. The Ratang Regional General Hospital reports that its operating rooms and laboratories are now completely defunct.
In the village of Dampek, Dr. Melinda remains the only physician treating hundreds of victims. She has issued an urgent appeal for supplies from the ruins of her clinic.
Landslides have blocked access roads with boulders, making it extremely difficult for search and rescue teams to reach isolated communities in East Manggarai.
It took rescuers nearly 2 full days to reach Nitung village on Palue Island, where power and communication lines had been severed since the initial quake.
Many survivors are now sleeping in open fields or emergency tents, fearing that ongoing tremors will cause their homes to collapse.
Indonesia's National Disaster Management Agency reports that over 1,000 houses and dozens of schools have sustained significant damage across the island.
Local residents have expressed frustration with the pace of the government response, citing budget constraints and a severe lack of clean water and food.
Dr. Al-Hamza has turned to social media to recruit medical volunteers as hospitals in Ruteng continue to wait for the arrival of promised regional assistance.
In Italy, authorities are reviewing hiking safety protocols after a United States tourist was killed by lightning on Mount Etna in Sicily.
The incident occurred during a period of volatile summer weather, highlighting the risks for hikers on Europe's most active volcano during the peak tourist season.
Elsewhere, the global entertainment scene is seeing an unexpected shift as a low-budget Chinese animation becomes a viral box office hit.
The film Niu Lai, which centers on a cow in a dream sequence, has seen its ticket sales jump from 7,000 yuan to over 11 million yuan.
Audiences on Weibo have hailed the movie as an antidote to AI-generated content, praising its unpolished animation as proof of human craftsmanship.
The film's title has also resonated with investors. The character for cow is synonymous with a bullish stock market in Chinese culture.
However, the state-owned Beijing News has warned that the screening of low-quality films could damage the long-term trust of cinema audiences.
Despite a lack of formal marketing, cinemas are hand-drawing posters to keep up with the demand for a movie that has become a surprise summer success.
On our watch list today, relief teams in Indonesia are targeting a 48-hour window to restore primary access roads into the Manggarai Regency.
In China, market analysts are monitoring whether the benchmark stock index hits the 4,000-point threshold, a level social media users have linked to the film Niu Lai.
And in Sicily, volcanic monitoring teams on Mount Etna are expected to release updated safety guidelines for high-altitude trekking.
Tomorrow, we will look at new urban mobility initiatives being proposed for major Southeast Asian hubs to combat rising congestion.
This has been Neural Newscast. Thank you for listening.
Neural Newscast is AI-assisted, human-reviewed. View our AI transparency policy at neuralnewscast.com.